Hi, we just finished meeting for pronunciation practice on June 24th, and we started with a request for parallelogram. You won't hear this O as an O because it's not stressed, so it won't sound like parallelogram. It'll be a L. Parallelogram. My door is a parallelogram because of the slope. Juneteenth. Juneteenth. June 19th is Juneteenth. We just pushed it together. June 19th is Juneteenth. And that TH is a voiceless th. This you have options. It can be 3 syllables, threatening, or 2 syllables, threatening. Threatening or threatening. He made threatening comments. Slaves. This S is a Z, so it is a kind of difficult V Z combination. Slaves, slaves. Z. The last black slaves of the Confederacy were ordered free. Confederacy, Confederacy. And this one I have seen it, but I didn't know how to pronounce it. So my first guess was quay, and that is an option. But in Merriam Webster, when you look it up and see more than one option, the first one is more common. So you have 3 options. The first one sounds the same as key, K E Y. So key, or K, or with a W, quay. They docked the ferry at the quay to let the passengers off. So it's like a dock. You could say they docked the ferry at the quay. They docked the ferry at the quay. But I think most people are going to say quay. And I would not have guessed that from that spelling. Amusement. Amusement. So after you make the M, your tongue should be in the high position for a Y, U. Amusement. Amusement parks are busy in the summer. Brewery. So are breweries. Brewery. Brewery. There's a good brewery near me. Choir. This is another word that looks different than it sounds. Choir. She sings in the church choir. Clothes. Clothes that you wear sounds the same as close the door. They just are spelled completely different. But I bought new clothes. Close the door sound the same. This one comes up a lot. There's 2 options. You can say data or data. Either one, they're both correct. I think I hear more Americans pronounce it with an A, data. Data, data. Chorus. This is another CH that sounds like a K, usually more directly from Greek or Latin. Chorus. We awoke to a chorus of birdsong. Chorus. Bird. This should sound like her. Bird song. And song with an ah and the ng in the back. Song. Sun has a different vowel. It's like up, and the tongue is up in the front. Sun. And it could be spelled this sun or this sun, but the same. Sing a song has the ng in the back. My son got sunburned has the in the front. And then sung, again, the ng in the back, sung and song. My son sung a song and sunk. It doesn't look like it, but the ng is still really there. Actually, I should right there, because you're making the ng sunk and then making a K. But you won't hear it if it's at the end of the sentence or you're just saying the word by itself, sunk. So let's go back to bird and bird song. This is a link to a very cool app. It's you can pay for some stuff. I just use the free version. But Merlin Bird ID, when you are out walking and you hear an interesting bird singing, you can push record and it will tell you exactly what kind of bird it is. And then you can go click on it and learn more about that bird and hear other calls that it might have. I think it's really cool. And more options. This word can be pronounced with an A, strength. So I'm making A, strength. Or it can be with an E, and then you don't have the ng in the back, ing. You just skip it and have an in the front, strength. I hear the first one more often in my part of the country, but maybe this is more regional other places, but they're both correct. Strength training or strength training. However, when I looked these up, the only options were for the A, strengthen, strengthening. But you might hear it with a strengthen and strengthening as well. Okay, no chit chat. Parallelogram, Juneteenth. Threatening or threatening. Slaves, Confederacy. Key, K, quay. Amusement, brewery. Choir, close. Data, data. Chorus, bird. Song, sun. Sung, sunk. Strength, strength. Strengthen, strengthening. All right. It was good to see everyone, and I hope to see some of you tomorrow for intonation practice. And if not, I'll see you next week for pronunciation. Thanks. Have a good day.